Okay, guys, we need to talk. What the hell is this? Hello everyone, I'm Unseen Whispers, and if you don't know, I run a Would You Rather poll once a week, and it's always anime related, of course. Now, thousands of you tend to vote, but I think it's about time we go over the proper answers. You find yourself in a fantasy world where you must defeat the Demon King. Who would you rather pick as your partner? Now, let's get real here. Let's only talk about the real choices. Okay, much better. Now, 55% of you said, screw it, I'd rather go alone. And I mean, no, that is just the incorrect choice. Why would you say screw it, I'm going alone when Stephanie is an option? Sure, Stephanie's not powerful, but she's not stupid either, and she's not annoying. And I mean, she's pretty to look at, so that's a benefit. So if you're gonna say screw it, I'm going alone, someone please comment down below and tell me why you didn't pick Stephanie. But Stephanie still isn't the correct choice either. So we're left with what, 2 options? We got Aqua versus Zenitsu. And I mean, screw him. You need to pick Aqua, and here's why logically. First off, great bait. She works as bait so well for the undead. Second off, she can purify drinking water, so you're never gonna be thirsty, or at least you're never gonna have to worry about finding water. And third and most importantly, which I honestly forgot until I saw it in the comments, she can bring you back to life. I mean, she's literally the only logical option when you remember the fact that she can literally resurrect the dead. So, would you rather live in a magical fantasy world where you're a harem protagonist, but for the gender that you don't prefer? Or would you rather be the only person in said world who's completely unable to use magic? Now, this is by far my favorite one I've done so far, and it was split almost perfectly down the middle, with 53% of you choosing correctly, which is to take the harem even though it's not the gender you like. And there's some reasons for this. First off, what's the point of living in a fantasy world if you can't use magic? And second, have you watched harem anime? Not like you have to do anything with them. Now there is one line of thinking for the other option, which does have logic behind it, but it's also extremely flawed. I had quite a few of you commenting stuff like, I'll just train myself up to become the strongest in that world like Asta. But there's a big issue here. You're the same person in this world that you are now. So if you had that type of motivation, you should be ripped beyond belief in this world we're currently in. Next up, would you rather be stuck inside of Reincarnated during Sword Art Online, or would you rather live in the world of Attack on Titan inside of Wall Maria? Now this was a one-sided sweep, and yeah, I saw it coming. 95% of people chose Sword Art Online, which I would also agree with. But I think if you break it down, there's actually more logic in taking the world of Attack on Titan. So in Sword Art Online, you gotta picture yourself as an actual player. You spawned in the game, and now you can't leave. You're going to be in despair, like, that is terrifying. And no matter what you do, you don't know if you're gonna make it out. And you're on a time limit. If you don't make it out in time, all your bodies are just gonna die in the real world from malnutrition. Like, living inside of Aincrad is not going to be this lovely fantasy that most people make it out to be. On the other hand, if we look at Attack on Titan, well, we all know what happens to Wall Maria. But if you're one of the people who does survive and make it deeper into the walls, like, you can live a normal life. As long as you survive that initial attack, like, you're gonna be okay. And I think when you break it down like that, I don't think 95% in favor of Aincrad is really fair. Would you rather be turned into a ghoul in the world of Tokyo Ghoul, or would you rather be a vampire in the world of Seraph of the End? Now 62% of you chose ghoul, and let me tell you, that's not the right choice. The ghouls are constantly being hunted down and killed, and you have to literally eat pieces of human flesh, which is, disgusting. On the other hand, if you choose to be a vampire, you basically rule the world. Sure, the humans can test, but even with their, the little pills they take to enhance their physical abilities, they're still not a match for the highest tier of vampires. So obviously you need to go with vampire and basically become a king of the world, and then humans are just your livestock. I mean, that's literally what happens in the show. Now, would you rather fight a single Titan from Attack on Titan, or would you rather take on a 100 zombie horde from Kabanari of the Iron Fortress? Now, 62% of you chose the zombie horde, and let me tell you, That is completely wrong. There is no reason you should be taking this zombie horde. I can only assume that most of you who voted haven't watched the anime, because these zombies literally grow armor inside of their body to protect their vital points. I mean, do you really think you're gonna take on a zombie horde of 100 zombies when the weapons in this world can barely kill them without taking a single scratch? On the flip side, you can choose to take on a single Titan, which definitely has its disadvantages, but that's only one enemy you have to worry about, and one good shot can take him down. So logically speaking, you should always be taking the Titan in almost every scenario. Congratulations, you were just ran over by a truck and have been reincarnated into a fantasy world. Which power would you choose? Now, 73% of you chose correctly. I mean, it's not that difficult. Obviously, you should take magic because magic is awesome. A harem would be nice, but I mean, magic. Now, 10% of you did pick return by death, and can I talk to you directly? Are you guys okay? 'Cause like, that's insane. Does anywhere through this anime does it look like Subaru's having a good time? No, because it's hell. Why? Just no! Welcome everyone, and it's finally time to take over the world. Which power would you rather choose? And it turns out that 57% of you says you'd rather take the Gios. Now logically that's probably the most stable choice, but honestly I think the best choice for me is the power of the king. If you don't know, the power of the king allows you to pull a person's soul out of their body and manifest it as an item. Now you never know what you're gonna get from a person, but once you know what that person is, you can always use that same item. So the power of the king can be kind of risky, but that's definitely the one I'm choosing. And I mean, obviously the right choice because that's what I picked. Congratulations! You now find yourself in the minority of people that actually complete these videos. And let me say thank you for that. And let me know what you thought, because if I'm being honest, I didn't write a script this time. Just kind of wung this entire thing. Anyways, big shout out to my Patreon as always, and thanks for watching everyone. I hope to see you next time.